Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, I'm Badruddin Muhammad and you're watching the English news program on Somaliland National Television. These are the main stories making headlines. Somaliland Minister of Education and Higher Studies attended a farewell ceremony. Danish Refugee Council implemented developmental projects in Alaybari district of Gebele region. African Union to press Burkina Faso for quick handover to civilian power. The Somaliland Minister of Education and Higher Studies, Samsam Abdi Adam, took part in a farewell ceremony held for Farah Omar graduates leaving abroad for secondary school. The event had in attendance by high senior governmental officials led by the Minister of Education and Higher Studies, Ms. Samsam Abdi Adam, accompanied by the Director General of the Ministry of Information, Culture and National Guidance, Mohammed Adam Ilkase, Presidential Press Secretary, Chairman of Somaliland National Examination Board, Farah Omar, Headmaster, teachers, parents, students, and many other honored guests. Minister of Education and Higher Studies, Samsam Abdi Adam, being the first high official member from the government delivered speech on the occasion, has expressed her gratitude to attend this event to farewell students. She said that it must take part in a similar occasion as it is part of my duty to know more about the students graduating from schools. The minister also discussed highly about the importance of students' discipline and obedience, where she said discipline is typically integral to the success of school students. The minister advised the students that they need to rapidly develop discipline strategies to get good grades and balance life demands. The school head teacher Abdurrahman Musa, who spoke on the occasion, has elaborated on the strategies on the stages by which the graduates went through. Director General of the Ministry of Information, Culture and National Guidance, Mohammed Adam Ilkase, speaking on the occasion, has discussed about the significance of education and urged the graduates to continue their efforts to gain further knowledge, where he also, on the other hand, informed them the risks associated with migration. Ministry of Agriculture, in conjunction with the technical and financial support of DRC organization, carried out several developmental projects in Alaybari district of Gebele region.
The developmental projects carried out in Alaybari district of Gebele province by the Ministry of Agriculture in support with DRC. Present on the occasion by the coordinator of the Ministry of Agriculture in Gebele region, Mr. Deq Mohammed Odawa, and the other official members from DRC National Organization. Mr. Deq, speaking on the venue, has expressed appreciation for the technical and financial support that DRC provides to the country wide in order to partake the country's development. The coordinator also pointed out that they have close relations with DRC National Organization in aspects of carrying out similar improvement programs in the region of the country. The mayor of Alaybari district, Abdi Ali Goulet, who was one of the attendees, has on his part conveyed admiration to the ministry and DRC for their joint collaboration in maintaining projects to strengthen the living conditions of the district. The head of monitoring and evaluation of the project from DRC, Ahmed Abdul Qadir Fagase, has discussed about the importance of agricultural sector for the people, and he also expressed admiration for the efforts of the residents they've portrayed to take part in absorbing such projects regarding agriculture. Conclusively, the Deputy Governor of Gebele region, Mr. Ali Abdi Abdullahi, who spoke on the occasion, has advised the residents to utilize such developmental projects being carried out in the district and collectively work together.
Members of Morodijah traditional leaders held a press conference to respond to statements made by some of the oppositional leaders. Members of Morodijah traditional leaders held a press conference to respond to statements made by some of the oppositional leaders. The members of the traditional leaders held the press conference include Chief Abdul Razak Mohammed Askar, Chief Aqil Rashid Mohammed Jambir, and Matan Gahair. The members collectively condemned the recent statements from the opposition party of Wadani against the people of Somaliland and the government of Somaliland. They stated that their statements tend to divide the country's unity and the people of Somaliland. The members discussed recent allegations made by the opposition political party of Wadani, where they also proposed for them to stop such baseless wrong allegations and work on the aspects of the developmental process throughout the Somaliland country. You're still watching the English news program on Somaliland National Television, the only Somali-speaking channel with an English news program. And now our international headlines in detail. African Union leaders are due in Burkina Faso to press the army for quick transition to civilian control.
African Union AU leaders are due in Burkina Faso to press the army for a quick transition to civilian control. The presidents of Ghana, Senegal, and Nigeria will meet with interim leader of Colonel Isaac Sida to ensure he sticks to the promises 2 weeks deadline for the handover. The time frame is linked to threat of sanctions by both the African Union and the UN. African meeting with opposition leaders and activists, Sida said he would comply. The leader of a confederation of a trade union said, "If everyone agrees, there is no reason that the transition shouldn't be done within 2 weeks. We want civil transition, and we want a civilian person taking power. This is the wish for all Burkina people." The African Union says that the army acted unconstitutionally when it took control of the country after President Blaise Compaoré was forced to resign following mass protests on Friday. Under the constitution, the leader of the National Assembly should have stepped in.
Fresh clashes have erupted between Israeli police and Palestinians at the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem. Fresh clashes erupted between Israeli police and Palestinians at the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem. A motor footage shows the scene which unfolded on Wednesday, November 5, morning at the holy site. Palestinians reported more than 20 wounded in the violence. Israeli police may masked protesters through stones and firecrackers at security forces who pushed them into the mosque, which was briefly closed as a result. The site, which is referred by Jews and Muslims, has become a flashpoint in recent weeks. The clashes were apparently provoked by the presence of right-wing Jews who wanted to access the site to pray for prominent activists who was shot last week. That's all news we have for you today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.